Chosen one, you did not arrive here by accident. This moment was prepared for you long before you pressed play. Something within your spirit was searching for rest, clarity and truth, and that inner call guided you here. You are safe now. You are seen. You are exactly where you need to be. At the exact time your soul can receive what follows. Beloved chosen ones, before we enter this sacred prayer, I invite you to anchor yourself in this space. If these words resonate with you, subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. Not out of obligation, but as a declaration that you choose growth, healing, and spiritual alignment. Each time you return, this space will be ready to serve your becoming. I also invite you, with love and intention, to share this message with someone close to your heart. There is power in sharing light. You never know which soul is silently carrying the same weight you have been carrying. By sharing, you become a bridge, and bridges are sacred. Before we begin, leave a comment below. It does not need to be long or perfect. A simple word, an amen, a symbol, or an intention is enough. This act prepares your spirit. It is your way of saying, I am present, I am open, I am ready. Chosen one, this prayer is not random. It is designed for those who are tired of shrinking to be accepted, for those who have carried the opinions of others longer than they should have. If you feel exhausted by judgment, misunderstood by people you tried to please, know this: you are in the right place at the right moment. Nothing here is wasted. As we continue, I ask you to stay focused and follow attentively. Let the words move through you, not just around you. And if your body is tired, if your eyes are heavy, you may allow this prayer to play while you rest or sleep. Your spirit does not sleep. Healing does not require effort. Even in rest, these words will reach you. Breathe slowly now. Release the noise of the day. Release the need to perform or explain. This is a sacred pause created for you. Stay with me. What is about to unfold is gentle, powerful, and freeing, and you, chosen one, are ready to receive it. Allow yourself to soften. There is nothing you need to prove here. No image to protect. No role to maintain. In this space, you are allowed to simply exist. The world may demand explanations, but your soul requires truth. And truth begins when you stop defending your worth. As you listen, remember that many voices may have tried to shape you. Some were loud, some were subtle, some came from love, others from fear. Yet none of them had authority over your destiny. Only what aligns with your highest calling is permitted to remain. This moment is an agreement between you and the divine, a quiet contract of restoration. You showed up and that matters. Stay present, stay open. The path ahead becomes clearer from here. Let this introduction be a doorway, not to escape the world, but to return to it renewed. You do not have. Chosen one, honor this moment by staying, by listening, by allowing yourself to be guided. What begins here continues beyond this prayer into your choices, your boundaries, and your peace. Receive this invitation gently. There is no pressure, only permission. Permission to release judgment, to reclaim inner stillness, and to remember who you were before the world spoke too loudly. Let this be the beginning of freedom, rooted in truth, guided by wisdom, and protected by love. You are supported here, surrounded by intention, and carried by a purpose greater than fear, greater than doubt, and greater than any opinion that ever tried to define you. Rest now, listen closely, and allow this prayer to unfold within you, softly, safely, and completely. You are held, guided, protected, and deeply valued here. Chosen one, awaken now. Beneath every label placed upon you lies a deeper truth that cannot be voted on, reviewed or revoked. You were formed before opinions learned how to speak, and your essence was sealed before judgment learned how to point. The world may describe you, but it does not define you. Hear this clearly, elect. Your identity was authored in a higher place. Many of you were taught to measure yourselves through reflection in other eyes. Approval became currency. Disapproval became fear. Slowly, quietly, you learned to edit your light. Yet your soul remembers who you were before adaptation. It remembers freedom. It remembers certainty. That memory is awakening now. Chosen ones, being misunderstood is not failure. It is often confirmation. When your frequency rises, clarity replaces conformity. Those who cannot access your depth will name it arrogance, distance, or strangeness. Do not internalize projections born from limitation. You were never meant to fit inside every room. Your worth is not increased by applause, nor reduced by silence. Human opinion shifts with mood, envy, and fear. Divine identity remains stable, calm, and intact. When you anchor yourself there, judgment loses its grip. What once wounded you becomes background noise. Awaken to this truth. You are allowed to exist without permission. You are allowed to change without consensus. You are allowed to outgrow versions of yourself that once kept you safe. Growth often feels lonely before it feels liberating, but loneliness is not absence. It is transition. Some of you have carried names that were never yours. Too sensitive, too quiet, too intense, too much, too different. Release them now. They were never diagnoses, only reactions. You are not excessive. You are expressive. You are not distant. You are discerning. Elect. Your spirit does not require validation to function. It requires alignment. When you move in alignment, peace replaces anxiety. You stop explaining. You stop defending. You stop negotiating your truth. This is not hardness. This is maturity. Notice how your body responds when you stop seeking approval. There is space. There is breath. There is grounding. That is your natural state returning. Judgment trained you to contract. Awareness invites you to expand again. You are awakening to sovereignty, to inner authority, to the quiet confidence that does not announce itself. Let others misunderstand. Let them speculate. You no longer owe clarity to those committed to confusion. Chosen one, remember this. Your identity is not fragile. It does not need protection through performance. It is resilient, ancient, and self-sustaining. As you awaken, you reclaim the right to be seen accurately by yourself first. Stand here now, rooted beyond opinion. This is who you are. This is where your freedom begins. Stay present with this realization. Let it settle into your choices, your posture, your voice. Each day, return to this knowing. When doubt approaches, breathe and remember. You are not here to be agreed with. You are here to be aligned. As alignment deepens, courage follows. You begin to walk steadily, unshaken by glances, unmoved by whispers. This is the awakening of the elect. From this place, your life becomes simpler, lighter, and truer. You choose integrity over approval, peace over performance, and truth over survival. Let this awakening continue gently, powerfully, and daily, until your presence itself becomes permission for others to remember who they are. Stand firm. You are awake. You are whole. You are free. Carry this awareness forward, chosen one, and let your life reflect truth, calm and unborrowed confidence, today, tomorrow, and beyond, without apology, fear, or retreat. Ever, again, now, always, fully alive. Chosen one, let us speak gently about the weight you have carried. Judgment hurts not because you are weak, but because you are human, open, and deeply aware. When words land on you, they do not stop at the surface. They travel inward, touching memories, hopes, and old wounds that were never fully named. This is why judgment feels heavy. It reaches places that were once tender. Many of you learned early that love felt conditional. Approval felt like safety. Disapproval felt like danger. Over time, judgment became more than an opinion. It became a threat to belonging. Your nervous system remembers this. So when someone questions you, criticizes you, or misunderstands you, the pain is not only about now, it echoes then. Understand this, elect. Judgment wounds because it interrupts connection. Humans are wired for relationship. When judgment appears, it creates distance, and distance can feel like abandonment. Your body reacts before your mind can explain. This is not failure. This is biology shaped by experience. Some of you were judged for being quiet, others for being expressive, some for dreaming too big, others for refusing to dream small. Judgment often targets difference, not wrongdoing. When you do not mirror what others expect, insecurity speaks through them. Their discomfort searches for language, and judgment becomes its voice. Chosen one, judgment also hurts because you once believed it. You trusted external voices before you learned to trust your own. You allowed opinions to sit where intuition should have rested. This was not ignorance. It was survival. You adapted to remain connected. Over time, repeated judgment becomes internal. You begin to anticipate rejection. You edit yourself before anyone asks. You rehearse explanations that were never requested. This constant vigilance drains energy. It turns simple moments into performances. And slowly, joy becomes effort. But hear this clearly. The pain of judgment does not mean the judgment is true. Pain only indicates impact, not accuracy. Just because something hurts does not mean it belongs to you. Many opinions are reflections of unresolved fear, envy, or limitation. They pass through you because you are present, not because you are flawed. Judgment also hurts because it delays self-expression. Each time you hesitate, you pause your own becoming. You silence ideas, soften boundaries, dim preferences, not because you lack courage, but because you were taught that harmony required self-erasure. This is a heavy burden for any soul. Elect, recognize the pattern without condemning yourself. Compassion is the beginning of release. You did what you needed to do with the awareness you had. Now awareness is expanding, and with expansion comes choice. You are not too sensitive. Sensitivity is perception. It allows you to feel depth, meaning, and nuance. In an unfeeling world, sensitivity becomes a target, but it is also your strength. The goal is not to harden, but to protect wisely. Judgment loses power when you understand its origin and its limits. It can describe behavior, but it cannot define essence. It can comment on moments, but it cannot determine destiny. When you separate your being from others' projections, the weight begins to lift. Chosen one, you are allowed to acknowledge that judgment hurt you without letting it rule you. Pain is information, not a sentence. It signals where healing is needed, not where shame belongs. As you see this clearly, self-trust slowly returns. Take a breath here. Notice what softens when you stop resisting the past. Understanding creates space. Space invites peace. From this place, judgment no longer pierces as deeply. It passes through without attachment. This understanding is not the end. It is the doorway. You are learning why it hurt, so you no longer carry it forward unconsciously. Awareness breaks cycles. Compassion heals memory. And from here, elect, you are ready to release what was never meant to stay. Gently, finally, and with grace. Chosen one, detachment is not withdrawal from love, nor is it indifference to humanity. Detachment is the sacred art of returning authority to the right place. It is the moment you decide that your inner truth will no longer kneel before external opinion. This art is gentle, deliberate, and deeply liberating. For many of you, approval became a compass. You learned to read faces, tones, silences. You adjusted instinctively, trying to stay safe, accepted, welcomed. But over time, that compass led you away from yourself. Detachment now invites you back home. Understand this clearly. Elect. Releasing the need for approval does not make you cold. It makes you clear. When you stop outsourcing your worth, you begin to move with integrity. Your yes becomes intentional. Your no becomes clean. Your presence becomes grounded. Detachment begins internally. It is the choice to pause before reacting, to listen inward before responding outward. When judgment approaches, you no longer rush to explain. You breathe. You observe. You ask, does this belong to me? Often the answer is no. Chosen one, you are not required to carry what was never yours. Opinions are temporary visitors. They arrive shaped by context, bias, and emotion. Detachment allows them to pass without building a home inside you. This art requires boundaries, not walls but borders. Boundaries are statements of self-respect. They say, I honor my energy. I protect my peace. I choose where my attention rests. Each boundary strengthens your nervous system and restores balance. As you detach, silence becomes a teacher. You learn that not every misunderstanding needs correction. Not every accusation deserves defense. Silence, when chosen consciously, preserves dignity and power. It is not avoidance. It is discernment. Some will feel uncomfortable when you stop explaining. They were accustomed to your accessibility. Your detachment may challenge their expectations. Let it. Growth often disrupts familiar dynamics before it stabilizes new ones. Detachment also asks you to release the fantasy of universal acceptance. There is freedom in this release. When you stop trying to be liked by everyone, you gain the ability to be honest with yourself. Authenticity replaces performance. Notice how your body responds as you practice detachment. Shoulders lower, breath deepens. The constant internal negotiation quiets. This is your system recognizing safety without approval. Elect detachment is not isolation. You still love, connect, and contribute, but you do so without self-betrayal. You give from fullness, not from fear. You choose relationships where respect flows naturally. When old patterns arise, be patient. Approval-seeking was learned over time. Detachment is also learned gently through repetition. Each moment you choose alignment over appeasement, you strengthen this new path. Remember, chosen one, you are allowed to disappoint others to remain loyal to yourself. Disappointment is not danger. It is simply the discomfort of unmet expectation. You are not responsible for managing how others feel about your growth. Detachment teaches you to witness judgment without absorbing it. You see it, acknowledge it, and let it pass. Like weather, it changes. You remain. As this art deepens, your confidence becomes quieter. You no longer seek validation. You recognize it when it arrives, but you do not depend on it. Your worth feels stable, rooted, calm. This is the liberation detachment offers. Freedom from constant self-monitoring. Freedom from over-explaining. Freedom from shrinking or proving. You stand as you are, sufficient, evolving, complete. Chosen one, practice this art daily, in small moments, in conversations, in choices. Each act of detachment is an act of self-love. Each release creates space for peace. From this place, approval loses its authority. Judgment loses its sting. You walk forward lighter, guided by truth rather than fear. This is not abandonment of others. This is devotion to your soul. Chosen one, now we enter the heart of this sacred moment. Let every distraction fall away. Let your breath slow. Let your shoulders soften. This is not a performance. This is alignment. And as these words are spoken, something unseen but powerful begins to shift within you. I speak now over you, elect, with authority rooted in truth and compassion. May every weight you were never meant to carry begin to lift. May every voice that tried to define you without knowing you lose its influence. You are not bound to opinions. You are not owned by perception. You belong to your purpose. Chosen one, I declare freedom over your mind. Freedom from replaying conversations that stole your peace. Freedom from explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Freedom from the habit of shrinking to fit spaces that were never designed to hold your fullness. Let the chains of approval-seeking loosen now. I speak authority into your inner world. May your thoughts align with clarity rather than fear. May your decisions arise from conviction rather than reaction. You are allowed to choose what nourishes you. You are allowed to walk away without guilt. Authority is not force, it is calm certainty. Let that certainty take root. Elect, I call back the energy you gave away trying to be accepted. The energy spent rehearsing, adjusting, overthinking, and proving. Let it return now gently, completely, without resistance. Your life force belongs to you. May it be restored to where it was depleted. I declare peace over your nervous system. Peace in your body. Peace in your breath. Peace in the quiet moments when old doubts try to resurface. Let peace become familiar again. Not the fragile peace that depends on circumstances, but the deep peace that remains even when others disagree. Chosen one, may discernment rise within you. Discernment to know when to speak and when to remain silent, when to engage and when to release, when to hold and when to let go. You do not need to respond to every invitation, every opinion, every demand. Wisdom guides you now. I break the agreement that said your worth must be earned. I dissolve the belief that love requires self-erasure. You are worthy because you exist. You are valuable because you are here. Let this truth settle beyond logic into knowing. Elect, may boundaries strengthen around your heart. Boundaries that protect without hardening. Boundaries that allow love to flow without leakage. You are not closing yourself. You are clarifying yourself. Let guilt fall away as boundaries rise. I declare that judgment no longer defines your direction. Criticism no longer determines your pace. Comparison no longer measures your value. You walk your path with steadiness. Your timing is intentional. Your growth is legitimate. Chosen one, may your voice return to you. Not louder, but truer. May you speak when aligned and rest when needed. You are not required to convince. Truth carries itself. Let your presence be enough. I speak rest into the places that have been overworked. Rest into the mind that never stopped scanning for danger. Rest into the heart that carried too much responsibility for others' emotions. You may lay that burden down now. You are not responsible for managing perceptions. Elect, receive this blessing of inner peace. Peace that does not argue. Peace that does not justify. Peace that does not chase. This peace guards your thoughts, your emotions, your sleep. It settles you from within. I declare protection over your spirit. Protection from projection. Protection from manipulation. Protection from internalized doubt. What is not aligned with your highest good cannot attach to you. It passes through without permission to stay. Chosen one, may confidence rise without arrogance, strength without hardness, clarity without cruelty. You are becoming balanced, centered, rooted. This is the fruit of detachment and self-trust. I speak renewal into your identity. You are not who you were when survival shaped your choices. You are evolving. You are aware. You are allowed to update your life from this place of wisdom. Let courage meet you gently. Courage to be seen as you are. Courage to be misunderstood without collapsing. Courage to choose peace over approval. Truth over comfort. Alignment over familiarity. Elect, breathe now. Let this prayer seal itself within you. What has been spoken is active. It continues working beyond this moment. You do not need to force change. Awareness carries it forward. I affirm your freedom. I affirm your authority. I affirm your inner peace. Walk from this place lighter, clearer, and steadier. You are not alone. You are guided. You are protected. And you are deeply, inherently worthy. Receive this now. Let it anchor. Let it unfold. This is done. Chosen one, as night approaches and your body grows heavy, know that this is a sacred time. The day's burdens, the whispers of judgment, the weight of expectation, they all pause here. Your spirit does not sleep, and in this quiet healing begins, even as your eyes close. I speak now to your subconscious mind, the keeper of memories, emotions, and patterns that have long shaped your days. May it receive these words gently, integrating them without resistance. May old fears dissolve like morning mist, leaving clarity where confusion once dwelled. What you release tonight is not lost. It returns transformed, purified, and aligned with your highest good. Elect, let your breath guide you into stillness. Inhale the certainty of your worth. Exhale the weight of opinion, criticism, and doubt. Each breath resets your system. Each heartbeat reassures you. You are safe. You are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. As you drift, imagine a gentle light surrounding you. This light is your protection, your guide, your reminder that no external judgment can pierce your inner sanctuary. Every cell in your body absorbs this light, aligning mind, heart, and spirit. It restores energy, releases tension, and prepares you for renewal. Chosen one, your dreams tonight are fertile ground for insight and clarity. Your subconscious will speak in symbols, feelings, and intuition. Listen without forcing, respond without fear. Healing is not hurried, it is natural. Allow your subconscious to teach, to reorganize, to strengthen your inner authority. May peace settle in your chest and radiate through your entire being. Let sleep carry you beyond what is urgent or necessary to what is sacred. Tonight, your boundaries are honored. Your energy is replenished. Your spirit rests, knowing judgment holds no claim here. Rest, chosen one. Let your subconscious mind weave wisdom through your being. Let your soul remember its sovereignty while your body renews. By morning, you will awaken lighter, clearer, and aligned. This night is your ally. Let it do its work fully, softly, and completely. You are held. You are safe. You are whole. Chosen one, as we reach the close of this sacred moment, feel the shift within you. Something has moved, something has been released, something has been reclaimed. You are lighter, steadier, and more anchored in your truth. This prayer is now sealed within your spirit, carrying power beyond the words themselves. Elect, carry this knowing into your life. Your worth is not determined by others. Your peace is not negotiable. Your boundaries are sacred. You are free to walk forward without explanation, without apology, and without compromise to your alignment. Each step you take from this moment is guided by inner authority, calm certainty, and divine protection. May your heart remain open, your mind remain clear, and your spirit remain vigilant. The world may challenge, misunderstand, or resist, but you move rooted in truth. You are seen, you are valued, and you are chosen. Go forward, elect with confidence. Let your presence be permission for others to remember their own strength. Let your light shine without fear, and know always that you are supported, guided, and deeply loved. This is your path, your freedom, your time. Step into it fully. You are ready. You are whole. You are unstoppable.